to Foresights TV with me, Isma. In a closely contested Canadian federal election, Prime Minister Mark Carney and the Liberal Party are on track to win. But the question of securing a majority remains uncertain. Despite projections predicting a decisive win for the ruling party, the Liberal and Conservative parties have remained neck and neck, with the race narrowing to just a few percentage points. Carney, who made his electoral debut in Nepean, Ontario, has garnered significant support, but the overall results remain unpredictable, particularly with many ridings still too close to call. As results continue to come in, Carney's performance in the election and his ability to secure a majority will be determined as the votes are finalized. Here's a special story from Foresights TV. Carney's entry into Canadian politics has been highly anticipated, and his debut electoral race has been both ambitious and remarkable. Having previously served as the governor of the Bank of Canada and Bank of England, Carney brought a wealth of financial expertise and experience to the Liberal Party leadership. After Justin Trudeau's resignation following his declining popularity, Carney swiftly entered the leadership race and won the position on March 9th. His rise to power was meteoric, and within days he had called for snap elections, setting the stage for a campaign that would largely define his political future. The election was seen as a crucial test for Carney, as he needed to prove his ability to transition from financial expert to political leader. Despite initial projections suggesting a majority victory for the Liberals, the final results have proven to be less straightforward. As of late Monday night, the Liberals were projected to win 163 seats, just ahead of the Conservative Party, which was expected to secure 146 seats. This number suggests that Carney will likely retain power but might fall short of securing a majority, creating a dynamic political situation where coalitions and alliances could become necessary. Ontario, Canada's most populous province, proved pivotal in the election results. The Liberals were gaining some ground in Quebec, but their progress in Ontario, particularly the Greater Toronto area, was not as robust as hoped. The Conservatives, on the other hand, showed strong performances in Ontario, where they gained over a dozen seats. The Conservative Party under Pierre Poilievre was not far behind in terms of vote share, securing over 41% of the vote compared to the Liberals' 44%. Despite a slight advantage in vote share, the controversy seat counted remained limited due to regional distribution, with many ridings remaining too close to call. While smarter parties like New Democratic Party and the Greens failed to make significant gains, the race largely came down to the two principal parties. As Carney emphasized in his final messages to voters, his campaign centered around promoting a message of unity and strength in the face of external threats, particularly from US President Donald Trump, who made inflammatory remark about Canada's sovereignty. Carney's appeal for Canadian pride resonated with voters, as he underscored the need for the country to stand united against foreign pressure. Trump's statement about the possibility of Canada becoming the 51st state were met with criticism from both Carney and Pierre Poilievre, who reinforced Canada's sovereignty and independence. The election was further complicated by higher than expected voter turnout, which was bolstered by advance polling. Nearly 7.3 million Canadians voted in advance, reflecting an increase of 25% over the 2021 federal election. The increase in voter participation could have significant impact on the final result, though it remains uncertain whether it will benefit the Liberals of the Conservatives. Another notable feature of the election was the Liberals' handling of the economic situation, particularly in light of rising food and housing prices. The growing economic distress among Canadians have weighted heavily on Trudeau's approval rating, and Carney's promise of stability and leadership through financial uncertainty seems to strike a chord with voters. While Trudeau's resignation may have caused a rift within the Liberal Party, Carney's economic background made him a strong candidate to tackle the challenges posed by the ongoing trade war with the United States and Trump's tariffs. Carney presented himself as the leader who could help navigate these difficult economic conditions, offering a clear contrast to Poilievre's call for change and a new direction for Canada. As the final results of the election are counted, Carney's path to a potential victory is clear, but the majority remains elusive. With the projected seat count of 163, the Liberals may be able to retain power, but they may not achieve the definitive victory they had hoped for. The Conservative Party, led by Pierre Poilievre, remains a strong contender, closing the gap in seat count despite trailing in overall vote share. In the coming days, Carney will need to navigate the complexities of forming a stable government, potentially relying on coalition building to secure a functioning majority. The future of Canadian politics hinges on how Carney adapts to this challenge, balancing his economic expertise with the practical realities of parliamentary politics. With Trump's influence and internal Canadian challenges at the forefront, Carney's leadership will be continually tested. Nevertheless, his leadership is guiding the Liberals through this uncertain election has marked a significant moment in Canadian politics, with much yet to unfold in the coming months. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Foresights TV with me, Esma.